Possible that everything else has been just queued up and it's waiting for the rated to finish up. I don't remember how long of a timer I have on that. Also, I adjusted some of my settings in the emulator here. We'll see if it still has the same lagging when I'm shooting a lot or have a lot of things coming after me. Back into the ice world. Area 6? 6 or 5, I don't remember which. I think, yeah, we got wall climb, which is not the same as ceiling climb. Okay, gotta remember that. More likely than not, once again, do some retracing of steps just because I've forgotten where I was at. But that's okay. It's fine. Still, thoroughly enjoy the game. I mean, I can't say that I'm 100% happy about having to deal with an ice level. That's probably one of my least favorite mechanisms in games. Hello, Hardly Working. Welcome in. Cookie. So the shoutouts are working. Ow. So it's recognizing some of this stuff, but I don't know why it's not recognizing everything. Oh, you know what? Actually, I do think I know why it might be doing what it was doing. Let's see. God, I stick to walls. This all looks familiar. I don't know if this is the way I was going to get my wall climb. I think it was. Actually, if I recall correctly, there's some weird stuff. I think that was a way for me to skip back a little bit, which is fine. Would you? Sure. Nope. Okay. What? Right. Lemon cream cheese dump cake. Last cake I made. Carrot cake was the last cake that we ate. Get this one. Out. Kind of, sort of. Actually, I'm just going to do this. Boop. Ha-ha-ha. Ha-ha-ha. Oh, I see why it did that. Okay, so that's a way for me to get back since I can't shoot down. As much as I'd like to. I don't think I want to go back to Area 5. I don't think I need to retrace back that way. I could be wrong. What? Who told you could get in here? Is it that Dragon Gem? She doesn't know what she's talking about. Yeah, here. What do you think you do? Get on out of here. Yes. Play game. Nice pun. Fucking break done. What are you doing? Who do you think you are? What? Fast, but I'm pretty fast too. And I've got a lot of reach. Huh? Wee! What's this beeping sound? Oh, what's that? Okay. I don't know if I've been in here before. No hug. Gotta do straight up jumps. That's where I just came from. No. What is this? This one also seems familiar, but not as familiar as the other one. We'll go through this one. What? Ah. Somebody tell me to remember to not use the second save slot. Well, so me playing with the overclocking settings doesn't seem to have fixed the issues where it lags out if there's a lot of stuff on the screen at once. I guess that's okay. I can say that I tried. Yum yum yum, full hug. One long Johnny, welcome in. Now, of course, I don't mind. I understand you were playing more Blaster Master Zero? Yeah, I gotta use the other thing. I mean, Blaster Master's pretty good. I just gotta remember what
battle stations. One Long Johnny is riding up in here.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to the Wunderwall.
Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, welcome in. I don't know if I'll go on to playing Blaster Master 2 or not. We'll see. I don't remember where it is the game wants me to use the wall climbing at to progress. I feel like I keep just going in circles here. Probably not jump on spikes. Well, you know what? Actually, let's do this. Let's see. Just to get a broad outline of this. I'm in Area 6 now. I guess I'm wrong. I do have to go back to Area 4 and then progress back down to Area 2 and or 3. Probably 2 and then to 7. Okay. All right. That explains a lot. I don't think I have ever played the second one before. I'm going to reset to this. I don't know if I can remember how I got down back to Area 5 again. I know I've played Blaster Master Zero, but I haven't played the second one. I do own it. I just haven't got around to playing it yet. I'm going to assume that at some point I played Blaster Master 2, but I'm not positive. Ah, well, that was easy to get back to Area 5. Alright. Underwater. Where I got my fishy swishies. Wow. Your mom, welcome in. So I gotta go back to 4 and then back down to... What did it say? 3 or 2. Get to 7. Get the next power up. I don't know. Is anybody else experiencing it? I'm not seeing it coming over. At least as far as the OBS meter goes. Alright, I only went halfway through this level, I remember now. Or this portion of it, I guess. Nope. Jump right into those bullets, why don't you, HerrBawl? Ow. Thinking mines. Thinking mimes. Oh. More, you punks. What is this? Refresh your H alley? Better remember I can just climb on walls again. For now. Oh, I hear a scooter over here snoring. I have to be real careful with him because he likes to come and piddle in my office here. We just got the new floors, so it's a lot easier to clean than it was because it's not carpet in here for it to soak into. But he has a tendency to want to do it right on the vent. So instead we got these, I guess they're part of an exercise step thing to that go around the vent. And then I have a fan sitting on top of it so that the air still comes out and then the fan is pushing the air around. Hello, robots. They're not the Dagobots. Oh. Guess we're going back to here. Trapped you. I'll try going up instead of down. There's got to be new places for me to explore with my handy-dandy wall climb. What's this? Dozy dotes and little handsy divey, a kiddly divey too, wouldn't you? No, because ivy is toxic to humans, I believe. What's this? Area 1. I don't know if that was too far back. If this was the way I was supposed to go. We'll see. Well, okay. So try that again. Here. God, I don't have those in there. See. Why? Why are you not getting that? What's wrong with you? Match title, otherwise find the same type, right? Capture specific window, right? We set it to something else and try this. I like Borderlands, but I didn't like Borderlands 3. I liked Borderlands 1 and 2. That's why Dragon Gem wants other people to play it with her. Because I don't really play it with her. What is going on with the DLC? Why is it not liking it?
Battle Stations. Babylon Soul is riding up in here.
Well, welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in, Babylon Zoo. We're going to play the clip. Oh, there it goes. Everybody's dead. I'm trying to fix my sound. For some reason, they are not coming through. It is going pretty well, doing pretty good aside from my OBS deciding that it doesn't want to capture this. What is going on? Oh, is this? It's not that. See, the problem is that Windows likes to do things and change things, and I don't want them changing things. What? You can't do that. That's no fair. Get out of here. Think you're doing? I'm busy. Trying to do something. Yeah. Yeah. Get on out of here. Get on out of here. I know what you're talking about. It's fine. I got it. Whoop, whoop. Fast. Huh? What? What was that? Of course it was Dragon Jim. Of course. Thank you very much again for the raid, and enjoy your food, and definitely take care of yourself as you need to. Where was I at? Alright. Sounds for all. Trying to figure out why VLC media isn't being captured. It absolutely should be. Let me try adding a new application audio capture. I don't know what you're talking about. Spiking the camera. So let's see, is that capturing? That is also not capturing. Why? Why? Let me try adding a beta source. I don't know what the heck this thing is. Let's find window of the same executable. Alright, now let's try. Why? Is it not outputting anything? What's going on here? Tell me Windows is completely poop to bed, huh? No, it should be going to the correct. To the default device. Preferences. Audio. Audio is enabled. For some reason, it's not actually playing. And at this point, I'm not even talking about just via OBS. I'm talking about I'm not hearing the sound come out of the speakers on the laptop. Let me double check this other. That's really weird. Like, VLC is not being reported as an application doing sounds. That is weird. Let me double check and make sure there's not any updates. VLC, there's not. Well. Why did I see something jump that time? I'm also trying to figure out why it seems like it's muted itself, and I'm not. Yeah, it's going out to the default audio device, which is where I want it going. Back audio device. Not supposed to be muted. Yep, I don't know why that's doing that, but it doesn't seem like something I'm going to be able to just resolve here. probably going to require a reboot of the machine, but I'll do that later. So I guess we're just not going to have my Easter egg sounds for some reason. Welcome in, Grizzly. Even though that disappoints me something fierce. Not Grizzly. Grizzly doesn't disappoint me something fierce. VLC acting weird or not doing sounds is disappointing me. What is this? And for some reason it keeps defaulting to 0% audio, which obviously is an issue, but even changing the volume in the application doesn't do it. What is this? Suddenly it just came up and asked me if I wanted to allow it to have access to the network. Weird. It's somehow on a different network right now. Ethernet is private. Yep. Wow. Roller went to sleep. Okay. I'm going right. Yeah. Up. Up and away in my beautiful balloon. Oh, I kind of go a little bit on the ceiling because HerrBawl is that great. No, I don't know why. Oh, nice. Welcome in. Alright, so I've got the jumpy and the grabby. I've got the grabby. The wall crawl. Ow! Okay. Forget that there can be things on the walls. I don't remember what else I get. I don't remember if I get a ceiling crawl at some point. Also, I'm glad there's no fall damage in this game. Oh. Ow. So I tried doing some overclocking of the emulator to see if that would... Where the heck is my darn mouse? I don't know if it's actually made any difference anywhere. It is definitely some pretty iconic and catchy music, I would agree. Have you ever heard the... I don't remember which one it is, if it's Entertainment System or if it's Black Mages. I did not. What am I using? I believe it is... XBRZ 6 times, yes. And by linear interpolation. You think that's where the slowdown is coming from, or the lag is coming from? And that certainly could be. Wall climb. This is Meeson. The emulator specifically. I don't remember which version though. But yes, this is definitely not real hardware. Although I did play it on real hardware originally. I do unfortunately not still have my original NES. Still have my original Game Boy though, for some reason. Here. I agree. I like whatever you've got. If I had original hardware, I'd probably try playing it on original hardware, but I just don't have it anymore. NES was from a time frame when I was not the one making purchasing decisions, and so therefore I was not the one making decisions to keep or remove the hardware. Was there playing but for the grace of my parents. Oops. Which at least my parents, you know, were willing to get us consoles. I say this coming from a house where they wouldn't get us cable because they thought cable, the evil of it outweighed any good that might come from it. Same thing with internet. We didn't have internet for a long, long time. I mean, it really makes sense to, in my opinion, it makes a lot of sense to use emulators because we have computers that have a lot of power. So why not take advantage of that? There is a part of me that thinks, you know, I should get the Mister for the FCPGA, but I just haven't really bothered to go in for that. You know, it's very interesting. I suspect, looking back on it now, that the actual reason was monetary. Because as far as like computers and software went, we had, I want to say we had, you know, a 286 and 386, and then up into the 486 and, you know, higher PCs at home. And we would get shareware and probably not sharewared software from various things. It's just, for whatever reason, my parents were decided that the internet wasn't a great place to be, and that cable television was also not a great place to be. Get up, get up. Dead indeed. So my father was a nerd in some respects. In that, actually, you know what? I don't think I want to even. We're just going to go all the way back to here. Somebody remind me when I get to back into the other areas that I need to actually save state. Also, I want to double check. Okay, so yes, I do need to go to area 2. All right. Well, my father was a computer-aided draftsman. And so, from that aspect, we were pretty into computers. Which was, you know, lucky for me, I enjoyed that. And I do wish that I had gotten more into programming. Actually tried to do some programming when I was younger, but I didn't. I will say that in a lot of ways what different people and companies were doing was basically frickin' magic as far as I was concerned. Oh, nice. Yeah, my father was mostly they worked on conveyors for mining systems, is what he did. What is this? Did I ever go in here? Hello, robot. I remember it being a big deal when he finally got a home machine that didn't cost too much, but had a math coprocessor so that he could do drafting at home on the home machine. Which is more in reality to say that that was the way my father convinced my mother to let him spend the money on a new machine for home. Thank you, Rhino. Yeah, my sounds are broken. I did save. It just, you can't tell when I save state because it doesn't bring anything up on screen. Yeah, absolutely. We're kind of blessed in that we lived in the Treasure Valley in Idaho, which was more or less, in a lot of ways, a little Silicon Valley. You may be familiar with Crucial Technologies and their RAM. It was also Micron, or Micron Technologies. And they had a division for selling computers, so there was probably most of our computers, for the most part, were Micron computers. Which, you know, we're just IBM PC clones. But I think this was just a resource spot. I don't think there was anything else in here. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't know that I've ever actually... I don't know that I've ever actually had any IBM machines. Uh-oh. Got a sneeze coming on. Yeah, we had a lot of... So, in a lot of ways, we had a lot of stuff earlier than anybody else in our neighborhood. So, we were the first house to have a PC. We were the first house to have an NES. And I think a lot of that just stemmed from my father liked technology. But we weren't rich by any means. Nope. Well, I'll take your H, though. And of course, I grew up in a time when our public schools in middle school and grade school had, you know, Apple IIes, and we had a computer lab. So got some exposure that way as well. Right. And there was also, you know, there was that good long chunk of time where Moore's Law was applicable still. And, you know, if you you just waited a little bit, then you could get not top of the line, but next down, which was good enough without breaking your bank. Got myself lost. Maybe I need to go to the left more. What? That was lucky. Ow. Yeah, I mean, and also, once we started getting down to a lower scaling, you know, on the dies, it was pretty easy to recognize that it was going to be unfeasible, because at some point our ability to miniaturize and make it smaller and smaller and fit more and more onto each chip was just going to stop, and we would no longer be able to do it as we know it. So that's when you started getting into things where we started seeing, you know, multi-core processors and that sort of thing as a way to try to get around the limitations of physics. Turns out, with our understanding, you could only go so small before electricity leaps over the gaps. It is still one of my favorite oversimplifications of the process, in that we pounded a rock hard enough and then tricked it into thinking that it could think. Yeah, that definitely is true. Being able to be not having to do hardware refreshes every couple of years is pretty great. Yeah, another thing that's kind of interesting is if you look at the, say, the NVIDIA GPUs, when the 4000 series came out, that was sort of an outlier in that the amount of performance that they were getting out of the 4000 versus the 3000 was actually quite a bit higher up. And at that point, that had stopped being the norm. Because, you know, it used to be every generation was basically a vast increase. So when they came out with the 4000 series, and it was so much more powerful and efficient than the 3000 series, and then now they've come out with the 5000 series, and it's back to the not huge increase. And so you're like, well, I don't know why I would want to get the 5000 series. Yes, that is true. Hopefully. I don't think he's in here, is he? He must be outside. We went to feed Scooter and he didn't come to his feeding. Trying to figure out where he's at. I thought I already came down here and it wasn't the right way, but I must have not gone up and around like this. Hey, how's it going, Raven? Don't think I want to be separating from... I don't think I need to be... Oh, right, he's got fall damage, I forgot. Separating from... Uh-oh. Oh, right, I can climb up now. Hey, Nostalgic, thank you very much. Have a good day, rest of your day. And thank you much again for the raid. Alright. So... obviously down there is not the correct way to go. Wish I'd remembered to save state when I was out. Got into Area 1 and then 2 again. But I did not. We will figure it out. I would say, as far as games that I played from this era, that I played so much that I kind of sort of just have a muscle memory of how to get around and stuff. This was one of them, but the other two were Metroid, the original Metroid, and then Strider on on NES, which I had no idea at the time was a port. I thought the NES one was just the Strider. I didn't realize it was an arcade game. Then when they came out with the PC version of it just recently, or the newer PC version of it, I was like, oh, sweet. And then played it and was like, the heck is this? Is this the way I want to go or the way I came? Do not remember. This must be the way I came. Come on, get out of the dumb thing. I feel like this is me going back towards Area 4 again. Yep, okay. Yep. But this game was basically a summer of my life. You know, back when I was in school and a summer actually meant something. Unlike now when it just means a hotter part of the year. HerrBawl, maybe don't just drop on mines. He said, immediately dropping on a mine. And, you know, now, reading up on the game and stuff, and its production and design and stuff, it's pretty hilarious looking at where they went with this for the outside of Japan audience versus what the game was for Japan. There wasn't a whole lot of story aside from in the manual. There was no cutscene. And you were just like on a rampage in some foreign planet. There was no, oh, we're down in the depths of the earth trying to find our frog pet. Okay, so this is the, you know what? It's way too much. So, this was what? We're in area 4? Area 4. Why does that seem like it should be? Oh, I see. Because I'm dumb. That's why. Okay, got it. So let's jump back to here. Nope. Here? Here, yes. Okay. Well, just ignore me. That was a waste of an hour. As I was supposed to go up, not down. Ta-da. Let me save it. This is also my favorite song from Blaster Master as well. Okay. I need to get back to Area 2, figure out where I can use my wall climbing ability to get to Area 7 in there. Can do. It's also one of the first games I can think of that had that much backtracking in it. Where you have to go, you know, back pretty vast distances to be able to go forward. Oh. I can remember where the way to Area 2 is. Oh, but I got me some more heat missiles. That's good. Oh. True. What? I can go fast? How come nobody told me that Well, I guess I haven't had the actual ability to swim for a while. Or for very long. As the tank, I mean. As Sophia. That's true. This should be the way into Area 2. Area 2. Get out of here. I was busy doing a save state. You jerks. Those worm roly-poly things are my least favorite enemy in this game. Well, I guess aside from the red ones. Okay. So, where in here was there a spot where I could not progress because I needed to climb something? Remember a place in the next level, in Area 3. Don't offhand remember any place in Area 2. All right. Jerks. Yeah. Take your pee. See you some missiles. Okay. I'm pretty much caught back up to where I had been. They're the worst because you have to be able to shoot the missiles off above or below them. Oh, get up. Yeah, I've learned my lesson. This time, I'll have completely forgot it by the time I need it again. You jerk. You think you're doing? Jumping around like you own the place? You don't pay taxes. Oh, oh. What? Take a sip. Do, 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 do. I guess I'll stay off of my heat seekers for a little while since I've currently used a lot of them. Nope. Do, 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 da, da, da. Do, 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 do. Not well. Not that way. Try down over here. And it kind of would make sense that it would be locked behind. An area that you'd have to have the, what is it, the crusher? Might have to look at the walkthrough. Otherwise, we'll be here all day. I'm gonna figure out the way to Area 7. Thank you. From Area 1. Oh, would be Area 7. Okay, so I think I need to go back out into the room I was just in and go all the way down to the bottom of it, and then go over, up, and then down to the bottom right. Okay. No. Because this is from 2? This or from 1? Yeah. So probably all the way back through here, straight across, and then all the way down and then over. Okay. Unless I want to go all the way up. And how did I do this all as a kid? Just hours and hours and hours to waste. Huh. Didn't realize you could do it forward while you were on the wall like that. Am I out of? Up and to the right. Is this the part where I need the wall crawl? It is. Well, hooky. Oh, thank you. How thoughtful. And there's some H's up there. Restockinating me. Oops. Yeah, here, Red. Why aren't you getting hurt by the lightning? Where are you going, Red? Come back. Okay. Are they just lightning proof? Yay. I don't remember a lot about Area 7. Very energetic music, though. Because I don't even remember what exactly it is that I'm missing. I think it might be wall 2, which allows me to go onto the ceiling. That's a heavy death metal. Great. Love it. Oh. You were tired. Okay. Then I'm guessing whatever is going to let me dig down. Very frenetic. What is this? That's normally the style of thing for moving to a different area, not just for... Whoops. I really don't like these red, I don't know, dashers. Oh? My brain, my simple soft brain. More. Oh. Got in here. Let's not fall into the holes. I hope this wasn't all it was just resources. I hope this is a boss dungeon. Nope, looks like it was just resources. Okay. Right, because until I get whatever that is, I can't go down on my own. I can go up, but not down. This way or the other way? Nope, the other way. Ow. Jerk. Ow. Jerk. What do you think we want to go up or down? Up or down? Up or down? So dos. Do, 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 do. Oh, should I go up or to the right? Up or to the right? Ah. The right it is. That's the way to get back up to get to level 2. Saw you, you punk. You thought you were just gonna hopscotch on my face. What in the hell? Not gonna lie, this background makes me slightly nauseous. Not sure why. Or not nauseous, just creeped out. I don't normally have, like, tryptophobia. I think it's just because of the color is so vibrant. No, get off me, jerk. Hopefully this is boss. Got a good feeling about this one. Either boss fighting or fast driving. And since Sophia doesn't move very fast, Also, I would hate to have to try to play this drum beat on a kick drum. My poor legs would get so tired. Shoot me, I saw you, robot. Alright. I suspect through here is going to be a boss fight. What do we got this time? It's the frog again. What do I have to do to hurt him? Apparently shoot him right in his open mouth. I don't think my grenades do much. Let's see. Okay. So I can zap him from the side, I just gotta be careful about it. What do you suppose makes him decide to open his mouth and spit the 3 balls at me versus the 3 fireballs? Okay, well he can jump on me. That's good to know. Also got to remember that I've got to rewind. I don't just have to reload save state. Ooh! Flame tongue, huh? I don't know if I beat it as a kid. I suspect I might have, but I don't know. I did have an awful lot of disposable time. And it was a whole summer trade, basically. I had a friend who had this, and I had Strider, so we traded for the summer. I certainly didn't have the ability to save state and do anything else, so no, that wasn't a thing on the actual NES. I don't know if I had a Game Genie for the NES, so I don't know if I ever used cheats like that. I probably would have if I had access to it, because that's just the kind of gamer I am. Because, you know what? I don't care that a game is super difficult. I just want the story and the experience, not necessarily to be able to say, oh, I, you know, had to do, you know, was able to do this with whatever constraints they put on me. I 100% remember having one for the SNES. I don't remember if I had one for the NES or not. It was definitely my first foray into memory editing, even though I didn't realize that's what it was at the time. And this guy's belly must hurt a lot if he's got flame shooting out of him like that. Hit me there. I guess I thought I had dodged those. Yay. What do we get? We got wall 2. Whee! Now, I don't remember exactly what wall 2 does for us. I think it lets us climb on the ceiling. Yeah, okay. Which, of course, I'm going to always remember that forward just means forward for however the tank is facing. I'll never, never get that wrong and go the wrong direction and fall off a cliff. Ever. Now, don't be offering something that you're not offering currently. So now I got to backtrack to 2, and then continue on to 3 to go to 7. Now that I have the last upgrade, and then I think yeah, there's not another spot for an upgrade, so I think then that just is going to get me to the point where I can go after the final boss. What'd I tell you? I'm going to get confused because I no longer drive off of edges. What kind of exciting music we're going to have in Area 8. No! Don't drive off of edges. One of these days I'll remember that. I don't know if there's anything else I need. Ugh. Is this where I just came from, or is this a different area? Looks like a different area. I'll take more hover and an H. I better get a gun back. When do you punks drop a gun? Oh, wow. We'll get back out of here, and then I will save, and that'll probably be it for today. I'll come back next week. I'll probably be able to finish it. I'm going to actually write a note for myself, though, so that I remember that I need to go back to 2 so that I can go to 3 And then this 7 or 8, I don't remember which one. That's not at all confusing, but that's where we are.